Becquerel discovered the phenomena of radioactivity in 1896. Once in a dark room, he left a uranium salt wrapped in a black paper on a photographic plate. After some days, he was surprised to find that the photographic plate had been affected. Later on, some observations were made with the other salts of uranium also. From these observations, he concluded that uranium and its salts by themselves emit some kind of radiations which can pass through the cover of the photographic plate and can affect it. On further investigation, these radiations were found to be of three types: positively charged, negatively charged, and uncharged, which were then named as alpha, beta, and gamma radiations. These substances which emit the substances which emit these radiations were called as radioactive substances. And today, in today's class, we are going to discuss about these radiations only. Okay, so let us begin. Okay, so you know that uh, the structure of atom is such that there is a nucleus. There is a nucleus in the center which consists of protons and neutrons, and electrons revolve around the nucleus in certain orbits. And the electrons in the outermost shell participate in the chemical reaction. But in radioactivity, these shells or these electrons do not participate. What participate is the nucleus. The nucleus, it is a nucleus from which the radiations are emitted. So it is a nuclear reaction. So what happens? Some radiations, when the nucleus undergoes decay, or when the nucleus of some radioactive substance decays or disintegrate, it emits alpha particles, beta particles, and gamma radiations spontaneously. Spontaneously means on its own. So it happens on its own when the nucleus decays. So radioactivity is nothing but the spontaneous emission of alpha, beta, and gamma radiations from the nucleus of atoms during their decay. Okay. Now, any physical change or chemical change cannot produce any change in the nucleus or the rate of radioactive decay. That means any physical change like temperature or pressure, or chemical change like oxidation or action of acids, all these things do not affect the radioactive decay. They cannot bring about the emission of alpha, beta, or gamma radiations. So this is totally a nuclear phenomena. So radioactivity is a nuclear phenomena. Now, what happens when it decays? When the radioactive nucleus or the nucleus of radioactive atom decays, it emits certain particles and some energy. Those particles are nothing but positively charged alpha particles and negatively charged beta particles. And along with this, it emits some radiations, highly energetic radiations called gamma radiations. They are electromagnetic radiations of very high frequency. Now we will study about the emission of all these particles, alpha emission, beta emission, and gamma emission in detail. Now what happens in alpha emission? First of all, you should know when does alpha emission takes place. When a nucleus emits an alpha particle. When the neutrons are much more than protons, and this happens in the isotopes of certain atoms having atomic number more than 82. That means atomic number above, that means all the elements, most of the elements above, after lead, you can say. So in those, the isotope of those elements, they have more neutron as compared to proton. So they are unstable. Okay, so because the neutrons are much more than protons, the nucleus of those elements emit an alpha particle. Now what is alpha particle? Alpha particles are nothing but it contains two protons and two neutrons tightly bound to each other. Now two protons and two neutrons. If the atom has two protons, which atom or which element is that? That is nothing but helium. It is helium, but alpha particles are positively charged. That means they do not contain electrons. They contain only two protons, so that their atomic number is 2 and mass number is 4. So alpha particles are nothing but doubly ionized helium atom. Why they are doubly ionized? Because the two electrons are not there, so it contains two positive charge, so it is doubly ionized. It is also represented as He24 because alpha particles has atomic number 2 because it has 2 protons, and mass number 4 because it has 2 protons and 2 neutrons. So total nucleons are 4. Okay, so let us see one example. When radium having atomic number 88 and mass number 226, when it emits alpha particle is nothing but helium nucleus, doubly ionized helium nucleus. Okay, so when it emits alpha particle, its atomic number will be decreased by 2 and mass number will be decreased by 4, so it gives radon of atomic number 86 and mass number 222. Let us see one more example of alpha emission. How will you represent alpha emission? So now X here is parent nucleus having atomic number Z and mass number A. When it emits an alpha particle, its atomic number decreases by 2 and mass number decreases by 4. Mass number decreases by 4 and atomic number decreases by 2. So the daughter nucleus Y has atomic number Z minus 2 and mass number A minus 4. Let us take one more example of uranium. Now uranium has atomic number 92, mass number 235. We have taken uranium 235, one isotope of uranium atom. When it emits an alpha particle, the daughter nucleus will have atomic number 2 less. That means it will have atomic number 90. So that is nothing but thorium. And mass number will be 4 less. So 235 minus 4, 231. Now beta emission. What is beta emission? When does it take place? Now beta, what are beta particles, by the way? Beta particle is nothing but a fast moving electron which is emitted from the nucleus of an atom undergoing radioactive decay. Now nucleus emits electron. Why nucleus emits electron? Let us see why nucleus emits electron. Now when beta particles are emitted, when the neutrons are more than protons. When the neutrons are more than protons, then the nucleus is unstable. Okay, so what happens inside nucleus? In beta emission, one neutron changes into a proton, and to balance the charge, one electron is also emitted. You can see in this one there are 2 neutrons and 1 proton. Now one neutron gets converted into proton. So now there are 2 protons, but the total number of nucleons are same. And since one positive charge has increased, so to balance the charge, one electron will also be emitted. So what happens? Mass number will remain same because the number of nucleons are same, but atomic number increases by 1. How it is represented? Parent nucleus X has atomic number Z, mass number A. Now when it emits a beta particle, because you can see here the proton number is increased by 1, so atomic number increases by 1, but mass number remains the same. Mass number remains same, atomic number increases by 1. Now examples of beta emission. How will you represent beta emission? Now take one example, suppose carbon. Carbon having atomic number 6 and mass number 14. Carbon also has isotopes. This is carbon 14. Okay. Now carbon 14, when it emits beta particle, it will become nitrogen because one neutron has converted into proton. So atomic number increases by 1. But the total nucleons remain same, so the mass number remains same. So you can represent this equation in this form also. You can give the symbol of beta particle. One more example, rubidium gets converted into strontium, the next element having atomic number 1 more, mass number remains same on emission of beta particles. Now, before going on to gamma emission, let us understand what happens during alpha decay, or whether it is alpha emission or beta emission, what happens, why it happens, because the nucleus is unstable. Now suppose uranium 238 undergoes decay. Uranium 238, uranium has atomic number 92. So number of protons are 92, and if you take 238 as mass number, the neutrons will be 146. So when it undergoes alpha emission, one alpha particle is emitted. Now the atomic number becomes 90 and mass number becomes 234. Now the number of protons are 90 and number of neutrons are 144. Still the number of neutrons are much more than number of protons. You can see a large difference between number of protons and neutrons. So it is still in the excited state. Even after emitting alpha particle, the daughter nucleus is still in the excited state. Means high energy state. High energy, it has high energy. So what it will do, it will emit energy, it will emit gamma radiation and will become stable. It will attain stable state. So gamma radiations are electromagnetic radiations, carry no charge, no mass. So the mass number and atomic number of the daughter nucleus will not be affected, it will remain same, only the energy will be emitted to attain stability. So what is gamma emission basically? It is the emission of highly energetic gamma radiations from the excited nucleus or unstable nucleus, or you can say the nucleus which has very high energy. So it releases energy in the form of gamma radiation to become stable nucleus. So there is no change in atomic number or mass number, that will remain same. Only in excited state we put a star on the top, and in stable state that star is removed. So this is how it is represented. We can take one example of iodine. Iodine having atomic number 53, mass number 125, and we have put a star here in the parent nucleus. Why we have put a star? Because it is in the excited state, it carries a lot of energy. So when it emits energy in the form of gamma radiation, it becomes stable. So that star vanishes, the atomic number remains same, mass number remains the same. Now a quick recap. What happens when alpha emission takes place? Atomic number decreases by 2, mass number decreases by 4. Okay. So example of alpha decay, if we take uranium 235 and if it emits alpha particle, then it will become thorium 231 having atomic number 90, mass number 231. In beta decay, what happens? One neutron becomes one proton and one electron is emitted from the nucleus to balance the charge. So here in beta decay, if one neutron gets converted into proton, the atomic number increases by 1. So you get the next atom or the next element. Okay. And one beta particle or one negative charge is emitted having no mass. Okay. Then in gamma radiation, what happens? The atomic number, mass number remains same, only that star vanishes because it has attained stable state. Okay. So this is about alpha emission, beta emission and gamma emission. So please share video and share the video with other students also, so that they are also benefited. Thank you and take care.